Our next speaker is fellow IW 576 member Derek Muench.
Thank everybody for coming out today. We appreciate all the support that we have. Once again, my name is Derek. I've been a worker at Wendt for the last 7 years. I'm a machinist. One of the scariest and most dangerous situations happening at Wendt is that our workers get so very little training. Many people think that accidents can't be prevented with telling workers to use common sense. Supervisors and others in charge think that if you tell a worker to work safely, that they should understand what that means. When a new worker comes into the plant, Wendt relies on the more experienced workers to teach that new person how to work safely and not get hurt. What I would like to know is, how do you teach somebody something that you've never done or taught yourself? In reality, most of our supervisors have never had acceptable safety training, and even they don't understand what safe work means. The overhead cranes and equipment we use are capable of lifting thousands of pounds. Some of these loads we lift with these cranes are larger than a pickup truck. Wendt relies on the more experienced workers, whom also may not have had acceptable training themselves, to train new workers to do the same thing. That is the only training new workers are getting. Is it even possible to work safely? I don't think so. If a person does not know what they don't know, and just because somebody's been doing a job the same way for a number of years and hasn't gotten hurt, doesn't mean they've been doing it safely or properly. Wendt Corporation allows workers to use machinery that could rip your arm off and lift material that could crush a worker like a bug without properly training them. This is like handing a teenager the keys to a car that they have never driven. Doesn't sound like a good recipe for safety. Because supervisors have never had proper training themselves, this means that they cannot even tell workers that what they're doing is dangerous, because they have never been taught to recognize it themselves. Just because you have been doing the same way for a long time and you haven't gotten hurt doesn't mean that you are not putting your life at risk every time you do it. You have the right to be trained. We have the right to know that the dangers in our facility are real, and we have the right to go home in the same condition that we came to work. Thank you.